Ayusin natin yung camera natin. Medyo na late ako. I'm a little bit late right now because I cleaned the bathroom and I fixed the things here. It's kind of messy. So how's your day, guys? Oh my god. Hello, Capri. Paris, good morning. How's your day? It's a little bit crumpled. I became fat actually. You know, before my clothes were like, okay, mom, nasa office na. Okay na. Oh, you're in the office right now. What are you doing in the office? Like, it's been early. It's early. It's like 7 in the. Where are you right now? Where are you at right now? You're in Philippines? Are you in Pinas? My gosh, what's this? Japan. You're in Japan? Hold on. Ano? Las Piñas, Manila. Where are you from? Ah, okay. So you're in a... Kala ko nasa Japan. I thought you were in Japan. So what do you usually... What time do you usually go to... Kung saan? Japan. Japan nga. What time do you usually wake up? Like, you know, if you go to work like 7 in the morning, like what time do you wake up? Like 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning or what? And then afterwards there's a heavy traffic or you have to travel. What your travel time? I really don't know the time already in Philippines. So mostly what? 8 a.m. No, what time do you what time do you wake up when you have a work? Maaga lang ako ngayon. Ah, I see. May nalalagos yung hair ko. I see why you came early to work. Chismosa. Marites lang. 4:30 a.m. Wow, that's so super duper early. I used to, yeah, if I have like 6 a.m. in the morning, if I have like, if I'll be on duty early in the morning, I get up around something like that, before 3:30, around 3:30. And I go to work so early. But here in, the transportation here, it's so easy. You just ride the train. There's no traffic at all. So you can, you already know. I have a daughter. You have a one daughter. So you already know your destination time, the next destination. So if not unless that if the train is not delayed, you can go there on time. But if there's some some trouble or something like that. So if some circumstances, but usually it's always on time, so you don't have to worry. So usually I can go there on time at work, so there's no problem with that. But if you use the car, of course it's unpredictable. You cannot predict the time of your arrival to your work, so you have to give like 2 hours before you got there. So because it's the traffic jam, heavy traffic, so plus we don't have any parking in our hotel, so you need to search for your parking around the place. And all the time, most of the time, it's very crowded. It's really hard to park somewhere around our area, because our area is like it's like a city. It's like in the middle of the city, and bunches of cars, lots of cars, and it's so heavy traffic going there. It will takes like 2 to 3 hours travel time to go to my work. But if you happen to just less than that, if you just use the train, it will be just less than an hour. Willy vlog, hello Willy vlog. So I don't feel like, do I need to put some makeup or what? I don't feel like putting some makeup on, so I'll just use this one. Saan ko pa ba dito sa Pilipinas? Well, I grew up in Manila, of course. So definitely, um, I was born and raised in Manila, so I don't know any other place. But I lived somewhere before, but I still prefer to live in Manila. I still prefer to live in a city than to live in a province area, because for me, I felt like, it's just it's just okay to live in the province area, if it's like around less than a week. But if it's more than a week, I'll go crazy. Like, it's so super. I get, because we live in a busy street. We live in in a main street where, a lot of cars pass by. So I got used to the noises with those loud horns of the cars. So I got used to it. So early in the morning, that's the one that I can hear. That's the one that I first hear in the morning, like the sounds of the tricycle, the jeepneys, the cars. But if you go and live in the province area, you cannot hear anything early in the morning, like it's nothing. So I don't like it. Even though I live somewhere else, even though here in Japan. So when I live in that quiet place, super duper quiet place, like I couldn't hear anything. Like, I don't like it. When I was in because when I was in Philippines, I grew up like that. I grew up in a very loud noise. So everybody, the neighbor gonna early in the morning, the neighbor gonna do some marites already outside. So I got used to it. So I really love hearing those things. So when I live in the when I live in a province area before, I was like, oh, it's so super quiet. For me, I don't like quiet place. I don't for some people they love quiet place, but for me it's like you're living in a graveyard. It was just like you're living alone. You're just like you're sitting inside. You're sitting like you were just like it feels like you're alone in the universe, and you were just sitting there and do nothing, and you were just like you were left behind, and nobody there and nobody else. Like, oh my god, I couldn't help it. But if I'm in Manila, even though I live alone in my house, I don't have any problem at all because I know a lot of people gonna come around or walk around my place. So I don't feel like I don't like being alone. Although I'm alone, I don't feel like, you know, you know the feeling. But anyways, that's my thing, So that's why I don't wanna live in a very quiet place. I felt like this is like a graveyard for me. So if you go to the grave, it's so quiet and peaceful, so something like that. I really don't love those feelings. So when I'm in Manila, I felt like especially in my house, I felt like, oh my God, I'm in my house. But because even though it's like around 6 o'clock in the morning, you can already hear the horn, the loud horn of those cars. It was like, oh my God, even though it's so noisy, even though, before I was talking on the phone with somebody else, and somebody gonna tell me like, do you live in the street? Like, yeah, I can hear those tricycle there. I was like, of course you can hear those loud horns or loud noises from the cars passing by, because we live nearby the street, so it just around it's just like, around those areas. So I was just like, there's nothing wrong with that. In Japan, if you live near the street, or if you live near the closest area or the busiest place in Japan, it means you're rich. It means you're rich. It means your area is convenient. Your area is it means it's easy access for anywhere. So probably absolutely, the price of your land gonna be so super duper expensive. But for Filipino, it was just like, you live in the street. It was like, so what? Because for us, in Philippines, if you live in a village or in a subdivision, it's kind of quiet. But here in Japan, there's no subdivision. Here in Japan, there's no villages here in Japan. So the more you live near the city or near the station area, the more you are rich. If you live in a very quiet place, it means you're poor because your land is kind of cheaper, a little bit lower. The price is lower. Your house or rental house is kind of a little bit cheaper, but that's the difference of that. So, anyways, that's it. So so that's why I really like those noises. I love noise, especially in the morning. It's kind of like a coffee for me. So it's a kind of a wake up call for me. So when I hear some loud noise already, it was like, oh, I need to get up. I need to go to school, or I need to go somewhere else. It's the start of my day. Ha ha ha. Natutuwa ako sa'yo. Can you adapt to my stories, or can you relate to my stories, because it's really real. I felt like, it's a Filipino way, but if you go abroad, you can hear those. It was a no. Even though it's Christmas time or New Year time here, when I first came here in Japan, I was like, yeah, going crazy, because when I first experienced my first Christmas here and my New Year here, it was just like nobody gonna come to your house, when nobody gonna go and visit your house, nobody gonna eat the food that you've cook. It was just like you're just alone. You cook the food and you prepare the food for the Christmas for the New Year, and nobody gonna eat it, just you alone or with your family. It was kind of pretty boring for me. I was just like, huh? No relatives gonna come, no friends gonna come. It was just like us. So, and then time goes by, I got used to it. So it's kind of like, okay, this is the reality here. But I really miss those things when I'm in Manila, like, oh, when I'm going back to Philippines during those special occasion like Christmas or New Year, like that. But it's not gonna happen because I don't have family there. Although I have a family and I have relatives there, of course, but my family is already here in Japan. So even though I prepare some food in Philippines for the Christmas or for the New Year, I don't have anybody there. I don't have any close family there. So it's nothing, but only I can have, or I can celebrate my Christmas or those special occasions here in Japan, but but we don't have any like super a lot of although we have a lot of relatives here, but it's not like the spirit of Christmas in Philippines. So it's a really way different from here. So I mean, I already got used to it, so it's not gonna happen. So it's really like if I'm going to have or celebrate my Christmas or New Year in Philippines, it's gonna be our family, my family, or our relatives gonna go there with us. So it's gonna be way different. But since everybody's working, I have work during Christmas Eve, Christmas time, and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. We don't have any holiday for that. So we need to keep on going even though it's a special if there's a special occasion so we can malungkot pala ikaw dyan sa Christmas. Yeah, I got really used to it. Before I used to cry because I was really working during Christmas time and I'm not with my family. But since it happens all the time, so I got used to it because everybody needs to work hard and so we can able to because if we don't work hard, we cannot able to feed ourselves or we cannot able to survive. So after work we can able to just have a little bit of quality time with our family and friends, something like that. So it's just a little bit of time, just like an hour or half an hour or just less than 3 hours, something like that. So that's I mean that's already enough to give some enough time for your loved ones, and then afterwards you're gonna rest, and afterwards you're gonna go back to your reality, your real life again. Matapang ka, ma'am. Ako takot ako sa ibang bansa. Really? Why? Really? Like, what's your job? I'm sorry if I happen to ask you that question. So what do you do right now? Well, some people, when I studied my marketing, a lot of reason why people don't like to go to abroad, people there's some like reason why they don't want to go and work abroad because they don't want to leave their family, or they're scared to go abroad, or they don't have any guts to work abroad. So there's a lot of reason. And afterwards some also Filipinos, like they want to go abroad because of this, of that. We learned that one, so it was just like so billing department, ma'am, sa construction company. Oh, that's nice. So it's kind of busy, right? Construction company. Mamaya ikaw na naman si binabola mo na naman ako. But anyways, what do you usually do? Like, only that? Some people are really like, following me around. Some of my friends were like, they're pretending to be other people, but they're my friends. I don't like it. They're making fun of me actually. They're talking to me like, they're like different person, but they're the one I was talking with. So I was just like, so sometimes I don't believe anymore. So sometimes I just go on the flow and I really don't believe anymore, but it happens. Oh my god, October gonna end soon and it's gonna be like November soon. Oh my gosh. So fast. And soon it's gonna be December. It's Christmas time. So I still don't know what to cook on Christmas Eve, on our Christmas and our New Year, but definitely I ordered some puto to my friend, so I told her to buy some puto to my friend. What did you say? Ilan ka na po ba? Yes. I'm 150 years old. Lola na po ako, guys. So, lola na ako. I'm 50. 150. So, next year, I'm gonna be 151. Don't forget that, Ariko. Don't ever forget that. And I feel like, what, 30 ka po? What, 30? I'm not 30. I'm not 30 years old. How I wish I'm 30. Funny though. Actually, when I was 30 years old, I lost 5 years of my life. Like for 30, around 29 to 35. I lost those years actually of my life. I was really broken hearted at that time. I was like, I lost off my 5 years, and I was just like doing nothing. I don't really, I, I was really broken hearted for like, actually for 8 years, I think less than 8 years. I was so super in love with my ex-boyfriend before, and it breaks my heart when we just broke up. And it took me like 5 years to really, like, to cope up or move on with my life. So for the past 5 years or 6 years, I was in desperate pain. I was in so much pain, desperately, in a super desperate. And I almost I almost actually jumped into the railway of the trains. I was just stopping myself. So I was so depressed at that time, and I was just like, I didn't go to have some therapy or seek an advice for a professional. But um I tried to do myself therapy. I just tried to heal myself by myself, and I tried to talk to myself properly. Like, you have to go on and move on with your life, something like that. So it was a difficult time of my life during those 30, during those time, because I was just like, oh my god, it was just like an endless an endless problem for me. So every day when I wake up in the morning, I was just like, I would just sleep, work, sleep, and afterwards I'm gonna cry all night long. And after that, I'm gonna like wake up and gonna cry again. So it was just like, all for the whole 5 years, I was just crying, always crying. So, but my ex-boyfriend kept on telling me like, let's go back together, let's make it out, let's do it, let's fix the problem, or let's be together again, or I'll go back there, let's live together, blah 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 blah. I was just like, no, there's no turning back. Although I still love him at that time, but for me, I was just like, no, it's over. We don't need to talk anymore. Although I still love you, but I'm learning to hate you anymore. So this time, but now I already forgotten him 100%, and I was just like talking to myself, and I was just like, oh my god, I was so stupid for that. I mean, I miss most of my time for just stupid person, and I was just like, I was so dumb. And but right now, I'm already fully, I I'm so fine, I fully recovered, and I don't need him anymore. Although he still kept on talking to me like blah blah blah. I was just like, no. And I block him everywhere. Like, you don't need to talk to me, you didn't need to call me, you don't need to bug me. So something like that. Because I was just like being dumb for the whole time. Before, I was just like, is this the one that I love? Before, it was he's a piece of crap. And now I really realize that. So, it's really true. Love is really blind. If you were really in love to the specific person, you really don't know nothing. You really cannot concentrate with your life. You only focus on your feelings without thinking of, you know, he's not worth it. He doesn't worth of your time. So that's my point. That's my, I was just like, because I was so young. I was still a little bit immature at the time, so I don't know what's happening with me. And but now I realize he's not worth of my time, and I'm happy for that. So he's just it's his loss. It's not my loss, and I really don't want him to go back in my life. And if he has something new in his life or something going on with his life, I really don't care about my past. So I really don't like I really don't like going back to my past actually. So I keep on moving. I keep on moving forward and just focus on my my work. My work right now is my work right now is very important for me. I put my socks here actually. So see, so I may forget. So if I need to wear my shoes, I need to just grab my socks and I'm ready to go. And hold on guys, okay? So it's kind of cold right now. Guys, please like this video and please do not skip my ads, okay? And please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you happen to like this video. And I'm going to wear this one because it's kind of cold outside. Okay, it's cold outside. We need to double our clothes. So I need to wear right now. Okay, please like this video and please subscribe on my YouTube channel and see you again my next live, guys. Okay, I need to go right now. I need to be in a hurry because I haven't eaten my breakfast yet. So please eat your breakfast if you haven't eaten your breakfast, and please do not skip my ads. And por favor, por favor. So I need to go now, guys. Okay, KP Paris, nice talking to you. See you again on my next live, okay? Let's talk together and you take good care of yourself, okay? And have a good day there. So good luck on your work. Ingat ka. Hello, Mark Bischoff. Why you're talking to me in Tagalog, huh? You're not supposed to talk to me in Tagalog. Speak to me in English. No, no, just kidding. But anyways, how are you, Mark Bischoff? Cousin, video Lori. Sorry. Hello, cousin. Okay. Wala ka BF ngayon. I don't have boyfriend. My boyfriend just got here. Oh my gosh. I'm about to go, but I'll just hang out for a while and speak to you. Okay, kentuhan tayo, not next time. Not time. But anyways, what should I but anyways, I don't have any boyfriend. So my boyfriend right now is my work, and if I'm going to have a boyfriend, probably it's impossible because I'm not searching. I'm okay. I'm coming to the Philippines on the 28th next time. On the 28th, November 28th. Is it gonna be October 28th or 28th or November 28th? It's gonna be soon, right? You keep on telling me that when it's happening. So good luck to you, okay? So be careful there, and I always tell you October. Yeah, it's happening soon. It's gonna be so super duper soon. So good luck to you, and I wish you all the best and your happiness and for your safety, of course. Your safety is the most important one. So always I told you, the a lot of advice. It's up to you if you want to live there, and just you have to be careful about that. So okay, and enjoy your stay in the Philippines, okay? I need to go. I need to go to work, and I need to eat my breakfast, and it's gonna be so super duper cold outside. So see you again my next live, guys. Bye.